Hello.
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 Hellos are more effective when you're not muted.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it's like a good adage for life.
Yeah.
Something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hello, and welcome back to. Pardon me.
I thought you were about to say Blighted North, so I'm
I
like.
feel like I was also going to Blighted North, and then that burp saved me or something.
hmm You had
Whatever.
Blighted North energy.
Winter is coming. Anyway, we're playing Fractured Peninsula, a D&D 5e long-form campaign over here on GutPunchRP. And we'll just kind of jump back into it. We just had, an excellent trip to the post office where everyone got what they wanted and sent away all their money to the farm, as one does. And now we are going to walk right on out the door and back into the streets, and we are heading east and down towards the waterfront. As the party approaches the waterfront, they're going to take a right. It's a whole map that I have in my head. And start heading towards the Open Palm Guild Hall, which is a kind of unassuming building down at the end of the pier. As you all are walking, is there anything you discuss? Anyone you murder, pickpocket, whatever you do in D&D?
I am keeping my eyes peeled for guards at all times, for like city guards. I like eyes peeled for cops.
Very much the same.
There.
Triss is doing the very ineffectual, like, I have lived here my whole life, but I pretty much only ever, like, gone to the same 5 shops ever, but she thinks she's being a tour guide and, like, showing everything.
So as Triss is gesturing wildly and totally not bringing any, like, attention to the party, you all do pass, like, some guards, but it's kind of like the general city guards, like, Tommy from Bridgeport, who doesn't know what the hell's going on at any point. Like, the general guys, who don't pay any attention to you. You guys aren't doing anything really. You're just walking down the street. So, yeah, you make it down to the waterfront without any problems. And as you turn and are walking along, you get to about a block away from the guild hall, when just sort of stepping sort of in the stride next to you, in particular gloves, there's a tabaxi. A little bit younger than you, kind of grew up with you at the guild while you've been here. They go by the name of Boots, very originally. And they go, Gloves, my old friend. Good to see you back. What you looking for? What you doing? Any lines on work? Do you need work? How you?
I mean, there's always work somewhere. Just got to be able to find it. I'm looking for info more so than work.
Ooh. I do love information. What are you looking for? What do you need?
Just a general scoop profile that anything we have on Dwarven royalty.
Like rich dwarves we do business with, or like you
Sure.
looking at
Quite literally anything that some of our people know about Dwarven nobility, since I'm starting from square zero on my knowledge.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't know jack shit about dwarven nobility. But you could talk to, and they name like a couple of just dwarves in the guild. So there's 4 names. You also know about 6 other dwarves in the guild. But it's kind of just whoever's hanging around. But then they kind of go right back into just like talking at you, and they're like, but have you heard the big news? Have you heard the job for, well, it's not a job, I guess. They're looking for people for the fight pit. Your friends look strong.
They're definitely more for upfront confrontation than most of our people.
And I mean, Like, look, I'm not saying go out there and get your asses kicked or anything, but if you're feeling a little bit like you might not get your asses kicked, they are given 10-1 odds tonight in the inner city. It's gonna be good. I really hope to bet on someone who's gonna win 10-1 odds, because I could use a couple extra gold in my pocket.
Is it strictly just fighting? Like, fighting? Or is it magic stuff too?
Oh. And they, like, before they answer, they kind of turn back to Gloves and they go, are they all new?
To our part of the city, yes.
Oh, yeah, no, it's any kind of fighter. You can just go in there, you can just do whatever. You're totally, it's like a fair... There's not a lot of rules.
We prefer no killing, but
But
shit happens sometimes.
it's like, it's a fight pit. A fight pit. Like, you go down, you go under the city, you go through some sewers, and then you go in, and it's like this well-lit room. And, there's a circle in the middle, and sometimes it changes, sometimes it's the same, sometimes it's monsters, sometimes it's another team. Tonight it's the champions, though.
Really?
Yeah, that's what. 10-1.
Yeah,
He
that's
kind
what I
of
was gonna
turns
say.
to the rest of you, goes, haven't been beaten in like a year, but kind of looks you all over
Sounds
like one more
fun.
time. You guys look like you could handle them.
Can I insight check this person and see if they're full of shit about if they think that we could handle this?
I believe them wholeheartedly. We can handle
Yeah,
anything.
you can go ahead and insight check them.
Cool.
Guidance.
Oh.
Honestly, thank you. Ooh, okay, not bad roll though.
Doggo
Where's the
spotted.
4? Okay, all right. That's a 27 insight.
Well, they rolled a natural 1, so, like, they don't have a ton of faith in you, but they are gonna bet like 2 gold on you,
All right.
which is a lot, but they are also a gambling tabaxi, as it were.
Liz,
I mean,
10-1 odds. You're a really great fighter. And you're looking to make gold, right?
I am, but don't I have to have gold to be able to do the bet?
I mean, I'll use my
What's
gold to
the-
bet on you and then
Yeah.
split it.
Same.
Okay.
You know what 10
I
to 1
have a
means, right?
question though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know what. I
Okay.
do know what the 10
I
to
feel
1.
like I have to ask for some of these
That's
things.
fair. So I do have a question though.
Yeah.
Does everybody in this guild have like an article of clothing name?
No, but that's an understandable question.
Like, is it the name, or is it like
You can't
handle?
just ask people about their name meanings, Liz.
Oh, am I not supposed to ask about that?
Well, anyway.
Like, do you have a team and you're all like an entire suit?
I
Glut.
actually would.
team code
Gloves
name the
very
dresser, the
much
closet.
Like very diegetically, Gloves chuckles at that.
The
because
laundry basket.
That's a good idea.
wardrobe.
We should do that.
I'll
The
good
formal attire.
work
There
on
we
some
go.
people, see if-
Oh, could I join and could I be Pantaloon?
Absolutely.
That has to be your fighting name
Yes.
in this fight pit.
I want 10-1 on Pantaloon. Just the one Pantaloon, not Pantaloons.
No, just one, singular.
Well,
Un Pantaloon.
but do you all have a team name?
The Pantaloons.
Oh,
The lucky pantaloons.
Oh, no? Okay.
Being off. Both of those are terrible. Maybe workshop it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go pass along that we found someone. There's also, whatever you're doing after, you probably don't die. There's some jobs on the board as well. Gloves? Good luck. And they sort of, like, just tabaxi disappear into an alley and, probably down into the sewers, because it is actually a trek through the sewers to get to where you're gonna be fighting tonight. And they are taking word that they have some people willing to take
Now, gloves.
terrible odds.
Is this the kind of fight where I can buff Liz beforehand?
I mean, from what I understand, it's the kind of fight where you could buff Liz during the fight.
Ooh, that's
Also,
even more
the way
fun.
that, I mean, the way they were talking about it kind of sounded like we could all do it. Yeah, as a team. Your accent is contagious. God damn it!
A group fight pit?
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
it's
What
a
it
it's a
sounded
team
like.
team effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I've never done it before. I don't usually work with teams for very long amounts of time.
So is it like we choose
yeah,
3
it's
fighters and send them in so we could buff the 3 and then watch on the guidelines, or is it like all of us have to enter?
The numbers vary.
You do know that the championship team that's been beating people up for about a year is the same size as your current team, so 5 people. You could try and negotiate it down when you get there. The odds might change on what you get back.
The championship fight would be a 5v5 though.
I mean, Triss, you are good in a fight.
Thank you.
Right.
I'm need to go take a nap though. Like an
What
8
have you
hours
been
worth of nap.
doing? What did
I need
you
to change
do?
my spells.
Boost.
Yeah, just long rest again. It's not that big a deal. We're in a downtime. I don't even know what you're using
Daytime
spells
travel.
for.
Not 5e.
Anyway, okay. So you are still about 100 yards from the guild hall. If you would like to go into the guild hall proper and check out what's happening there, there is a job board to check out. There are people to talk to. There are other dwarves to ask questions if you're feeling like bothering dwarves.
Yes, most assuredly. I would definitely like to bother one of my dwarven compatriots.
All right.
Sort of grill him.
All right. So there are a couple of dwarves. There are 2 sitting at a table with a very slender elf who seem to be playing some sort of like card game. There is someone who already at this early hour in the morning is sitting over by the fire, a little bit deep in their cups, sort of picking out a tune on a dulcimer-looking flute thing. And then there's one more kind of sitting in the corner, looking very like Aragorn the Ranger.
I'll start with the 2 at the table.
All right, so you walk up to 2 dwarves and an elven figure at a table. You recognize all of them. You've been here long enough. The 2 dwarves are they have ruined this fucking website. D&D Beyond, why did you do this to me? They are named Oren, O-R-E-N, Glenn, and the elf is named R.A. Would you say Jet?
And Jeff.
Jeff's the elf, always. No, R.A.'A.L. Rael. And they kind of look up from their game. Gloves. Care to join? Finds 10 gold.
A little busy, unfortunately, but I did have some questions if you don't mind me bugging you for this round.
Wow. Well, okay, we'll make it a 1 gold buy-in, but you're playing.
Alright, and I will slide the gold in.
Alright, and they like just slap you on the back, and the elf starts like dealing the cards, and it's really just like a take a d20, roll twice, whoever gets the highest number wins. So they start rolling, and we get, I wrote all their names. So Orin goes first. Their highest is a 16. And they sort of raise an eyebrow, look at you.
18.
And then Glenn just sort of punches Orin in the shoulders. I can do better, I can do better. And does not do better. And then Orin goes ahead and punches Glenn incredibly hard in the shoulders. And the whole time Ryle is just sort of looking a little disdainful at the whole process. He goes, what do you need, Gloves?
So I'm actually...
They get a 19.
Nice.
They just kind of throw it across the table.
Gloves nods at them and says, I'm actually looking for like a history lesson, if anybody's got one. I need to know even the basics about dwarven nobility for a job I'm working.
And the two dwarves just go, ugh. And look as bored as anyone has possibly looked about a question. So, like, underground dwarves? Are you looking for the dwarves of the past?
Dwarves as they relate to a throne.
Well, I mean, that's still the question. The dwarves of the Underdark have a whole sort of hierarchy, but it's thrones are more 5-ish families at least. You need an uneven number, but the head of each family sort of forms a council, and then they just vote on stuff. And we have that in multiple places. There's a couple spots where there are dwarven thrones throughout. Yeah, I mean, even this continent, there's probably way more throughout the world, but, like, I'm not a fucking scholar, so.
Sure. And how do monopolies factor into those types of things? Like a political bargaining chip, or...
What? I mean, you know we're, like, poor, though, right?
Sure, yeah. I just need to know the
We don't-
idea behind.
Yeah, we don't really know if they bargain with it. Like, I probably wouldn't be bargaining my gigantic mining rights in, like, the entire mountain that they rule. Because they tend to split it up pretty evenly, is what I learned in, like, middle school. But I'm sure that there are power dynamics happening.
Sure. And I'll sort of, like, point out the Aragon motherfucker and the person that's drinking and says, out of those two, who do you think would know more?
They sort of, like, lean away from the table and, like, whisper to each other for a second. Well, Core, and they point to the person sitting at the, like, fireplace drinking. He knows a lot about the 5 fucking things he knows.
Good enough for me.
Soraya, though, is more coherent.
I'll be back. I get to run off to the kitchen. I will fix this conundrum with cook's utensils, as I am wont to do.
And the elf is just like, well, now this is a more interesting thing to just watch, and just, like, deals out cards in a way that says, like, we're not actually playing a game, just look busy.
100%. Okay, so Gloves will sort of, like, walk in the door, put the hood down, which is what he always does when he enters a kitchen.
Behind?
Yep. And it's just like trying to weave in between people to get to his little corner, and will just stare really hard at all of his stuff. And he's like, what can I use to sober you up? And yeah, he'll grab some coffee beans and a couple other like aromatics and stuff. And I'm going to essentially make some like very, very disgusting herbal like mixture. It's like real strong. It's like a shot of double concentrated V8 juice, but
Alright.
something that'll like pick you up. Shall I roll
Yeah.
with my cook's utensils?
Yes, please.
Wonderful. So that is blah blah blah. Do we want to call this intelligence? Like what stat?
Well, the cook's utensils would be proficiency, and you, what kind of, you're
I'm a rogue.
And it's cooking, you know, it's a knife work. Let's do a little dexterity.
Sure. So with that, that is a 16.
All right. So as you go through and you're putting a little bit of coffee and a little bit of this and like heating it up and then like quickly emulsifying an egg in it, it looks better than you expected. It looks a little bit like a protein shake. You know, it's got that like powdery sort of thickness to it.
Wonderful. And
Not a
for
great
once,
taste.
doesn't matter, because
Yeah.
the gloves will immediately reach into the pouch with the dust of deliciousness at the very
Okay.
end, just sprinkle it like cinnamon over the top and say, well, let's stress test it.
All right. Lord. Yeah, so you make this drink that will sober someone up and tastes like it tastes.
Eat. Then I'll rush back to the main room and go, hey Core,
Yeah.
I got some questions for you if you don't mind.
Oh, you brought me a drink. I guess I can't mind that much. Nah. And he
Yeah,
just,
it's
reaches
tasty.
out.
You should drink all of it right now.
Oh,
Chuck,
are we
Chuck,
doing
Chuck.
a contest?
Yeah.
And he pauses and kind of like waits for you to also be ready to chug.
Yeah, Gloves will grab some. It doesn't matter what he grabs, just the nearest cup.
There is a waitress on her way out to a table, and you just grab a stein of ale off of that. And she's like, "Oi,
And I
God,
will trade her a gold coin.
oi!" And she goes back to the bar, and then like a couple seconds later walks past. But you are already chugging this beverage along with Core, who his whole face sort of grimaces and then sort of releases it. He just kind of nods and continues to chug this beverage.
Good,
Not
right?
great on the front end, but that was delightful. What? Hello.
Hi. So I need, if you don't mind, sort of like a crash course in dwarven nobility, especially as it relates to the throne directly, the 5 families.
Well, and he like takes a very long second as he like pauses and kind of seems to just be like thinking about like what you've said, and then he sneezes just like into his arm. Oh, a little bit of dust or something. Well, from my childhood, well, you see, I am from Glendor Pass, where the 5 families ruled over the great mines of Glendor. You see, it's the mountain and the history. He's now like talking very like in a way that is almost professorial for this dude that you've rarely ever in your life seen sober. The history of the pass is that at one point, the sort of the dwarves of the deep burrowed out, and they came out on this like cliffside, and they looked down, and there were a whole bunch of elves doing elf stuff. They ran the rivers. They came back and forth with the little boats, and we kind of tunneled down to them, and then we started trading. So that's how we became, well, not me personally, not in my family, but how the 5 families of the dwarves who came out of the mountain became the royalty of Glandar Pass. And then the elves, we kind of made them do the same thing just for balance, and they took 5 families, and they are kind of elves of the river. They do river stuff, like I said. But it helps, they come together and argue about stuff, but it keeps everyone in balance, and they vote on things, and governance kind of trails off there. He maybe doesn't have the best grasp that anyone has ever had of nobility.
Sure.
But the closest place to you with elven royalty is going to be Glandar Pass. Otherwise, he also lets you know that there are, just like the dwarves before, there are Underdark royal families that you would maybe have to talk to somebody else about. These are all elves who are far removed from, dwarves who are far removed from that. Otherwise, on the far side of the continent, there is also like one other set of dwarves who have another like very large like mining system, and there is a 5-family ruling set there as well.
Gotcha. All right, awesome. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Do you have any more? No.
Nope.
Well,
But you can put it in order next time I'm in the kitchen.
okay.
And also drink more water in between your ale.
No.
Okay.
And he gets up and sort of like much more steadily than usual totters back to the bar and picks themselves up another ale. Water.
Grown ass man. Nicholas will just walk back to his party.
All right. Party, did you get into any shenanigans while left alone?
Yeah, Gloves like hits the entrance of the guild hall and just like doesn't realize that y'all don't know where to go and just starts walking and just goes like and then leaves and goes to the kitchen and then comes back and
like Maury
looking
for one
for
was
a
definitely
hat.
like
Oh my god.
this is great. Yes.
Good.
I think Triss is just going around granting guidance to random players and is like just preaching random wisdom of Tamora.
Maury's just anxiously standing
Oh,
there,
God.
trying not to be in anybody's way, and
Maybe-
inevitably being in everybody's way.
So, Maury, you kind of press yourself into the corner. You're maybe a little bit more next to the elf, who also seems to be trying to be quiet and dignified in this situation. Where Triss starts going around and granting guidance to random people. The man by
Maybe
the fire...
a Gam Basin.
Calm down with your hands for a second. You grant a little guidance to the dwarf by the fire. You shake the waitress's hand. She seems grateful, and then like the feeling wears off because you turn to somebody else and go guidance. And then you finally make your way all the way around to the dwarf in the dark cloak in the corner, who you reach out for, and just from under their cloak, they stab a knife into the table and say, "Don't fucking try it." And go back to their stein.
Do I recognize any religious iconography on them whatsoever, or is this just a don't fucking touch me?
It's a don't fucking touch me.
Okay.
You're running around like a thieves guild. Someone's not gonna want it.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Apologies. Tamora's blessing still be with you, whether you want to accept it or not. That's up to you. And then
Low
Peter's off.
growl issues from under the cloak and follows you as you run away. And then we have Liz yelling for a hat. Are you trying to pay for a hat? Are you trying to borrow a hat? Are you just gonna grab a hat off like a hook on the wall?
Oh, no, I am looking for code names or names. So I am like yelling out articles of clothing and like, is there maybe a shirt? A tabard?
Both
A
the
stocking?
dwarves at the table are looking at you with supreme confusion on their face and are like, you know we don't sell clothes here.
No, I was just because we met boots and we know gloves, so I'm assuming there's got to be like a hat. That there could be a shirt.
Gloves.
I'm pantaloon, so you know, I assume there would be more clothing here.
Oh. I am gonna go get something. And both of them kind of like slide down from the table, and that just kind of leaves the elf like absolutely cornered. And they look at you and go, they're gloves because of the shiny fucking gloves. And boots is a goddamn cat.
I don't get it.
Fuck it. And they misty step out from the corner and just away.
I do tend to have that effect on people.
So you are now you have a table all to yourself. You scared everyone else away. Well, I mean, other people. So we have any other questions about anything? What else do we need to do at the guild hall?
I think Rain would have wandered off from the table just to see if there's anything that they could overhear from other folks while Gloves was busy.
Oh, gossip. All right. So you're just gonna kind of like pop a squat at the bar and see what you can hear?
Basically, post up somewhere.
All right. Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Ooh, 11.
11. I mean,
You probably got
You
smacked
hear
with
there's-
guidance at some point as Triss is running around.
did you smack someone else after though?
Oh, that's a good point.
Depends on how fast you did it.
Roll me a d6, and if it's 1 or 2, Rain has guidance. All right.
Wow, wow, wow. What the hell is that, sir? 12.
All right. Got distracted by the guidance. What was the main question?
I was just trying to see if I overheard any gossip or anything of significance to myself or the rest of the group.
So you hear about the fight again. People are now excited about that because it's filtering back that there is a taker for the championship fight. You again kind of hear like whispers about jobs. There's something out on the reefs like collecting like a ship crashed, and so you're collecting the ship stuff, the booty, if you will. There aren't really any jobs going like into the like mainland right now, which someone is complaining about at the bar. It's like, I bought a fucking caravan for nothing and now all the jobs have dried up. Otherwise, it's just a lot of like unfocused discussion about the goings on of the city. Like, the kids are doing terrible at pickpocketing. This kid's doing well. Like, I ripped off a rich person last night, but like nothing that seems incredibly significant.
Got it.
Anyone else?
Good.
All right. So you know now that dwarves have a couple kingdoms in this, and seems significant in some reason. You also know there's a fight tonight. There's still a job board somewhere, maybe. Otherwise, the port, the bay, the sewers, the city is yours.
All right, so we got some time before the fight pit gets together. Is there anything we want to do to prepare outside of dinner?
I don't think any of the magic that I know how to do. I mean, because I can do a couple things to help us, but not really until we're in the moment. So.
All right. Is anybody allergic to shellfish? Good. Then you guys will go off to the kitchen. Must do the thing.
All right. So as you're cooking dinner, is there something mechanical to the chef feat thing, or no?
I mean, not really. This
Okay.
game's not that fun. But
What are we doing here?
who are bothering with this nonsense? Yeah, it's there's nothing explicitly. I can give us temporary hit points basically across this
Ooh.
short rest.
All right.
Ooh.
I mean, that's not bad. Little temporary hit points.
Not too bad. But yes, I am going to get some dark mantle, like some like the squid from the Underdark, and I'm going to essentially make dark mantle like braised takoyaki balls, basically. Yeah. And I'm going to serve them with some rose and hibiscus Arnold Palmer-esque lemonade tea. So, you know, some like dark, salty, fried stuff, and like a bright tea to counterbalance that. Perk everybody up. Can't
And
fight
as
an
this
empty
is-
stomach.
As this is going on in the kitchen, do you all discuss anything at the table, having now a lovely corner table that you have chased the dwarves and the elves from?
Might skim the job board on the way back to the table.
All right.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So as you go up to the job board, once again, as everyone is kind of complaining about, it doesn't seem like there's a lot going on. There is one, the wrong thing. There is one job, that is, again, sailing out to the Razor Reef. Crew of 10 needed to man a sloop, 50 gold each plus % of the profits for salvaging wrecked ships. And so the Razor Reef is kind of like to the north, and they know when there's been a bad shipwreck because stuff starts washing up down here. That is how the current goes, and they often send people up there to just check it out because it is also a very dangerous set of sharp volcanic islets, and then one caldera that is not active now, but it is a big flat plain. So that's a fun one. You would get paid for that, like I said, the 50 gold each plus a percent of the profit. It would be about like in theory, if everything goes okay, week and a half long job. Fortnight at the most. Otherwise, there is a fetch quest or two, like running cargo, do not open chest, 20 gold, and it's really looking for like 2 people, like, one person for each side of the chest or whatever. The other ones are escorty stuff, also more low paying, but you can have a variety of jobs.
I grab a couple of them off the board. Especially the chest one, because I feel like Liz would like that. I bring it back to the table, and I like set that particular one in front of her, and it's just like, hey, like, do you think you're strong enough to hold this chest by yourself and just get 20 gold?
Just jog off by yourself.
Honestly, probably.
Want to see if you could do it?
I mean, I could, or do the, like, after the fight pit or before the fight pit. Like, how far away is the?
Hey.
It is going to, that one is going to Rosgar, which is kind of like kitty corner and up above Malvar. It is not great pay. In the same way, going all the way to that marsh was not great pay.
I mean, maybe we look at that one maybe after the fight.
Yeah, after.
It's a bit of a distance, but I mean,
Personally, I'm interested in the million gold thing.
Totally
Like,
legitimate question.
Stage whisper.
Yeah, can I like look around the room and make sure no one heard her say that?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Oh no.
Oh shit! Oh god damn it.
Oh. It's not good.
oh no.
A 13.
Okay. And Liz, roll me a
Oh no.
performance check.
A
Oh,
wild
no.
check.
Well,
Yeah,
Paladin.
or a stealth, whatever you feel like.
Well, considering my armor, I mean, I technically have disadvantage itself.
Well,
stealth,
you're
so-
whispering.
Yeah.
You're not sneaking.
Yeah. So 10.
Okay, so as you yell a million gold in this den of thieves, literal den of thieves.
Yeah, that would be amazing if we could find a job that would pay that much. Wow.
Roll me a deception check.
Oh no.
I feel like Tris is actually on board
is
with what's
happening?
going on right now.
I love this for us.
Oh no, I'm not proficient in that one.
Uh-oh.
Gloves come back.
That's 6.
Gloves
Okay.
come back.
Gloves come back.
So
Dad, come back.
I love this.
the dwarf in the corner with their hood up seems far enough away to have not heard you over the general din of this environment. However,
Couldn't have rolled that good last time.
However, you have 2 dwarves and an elf who have moved over 2 tables just to put a table between them and these fucking weirdos, who kind of perk up and do that very pointed thing where they are making sure they don't look at you, but all seem to have leaned a little bit closer. So that's what y'all know.
Are those the two dwarves and elf from earlier that we got names?
Yes, it is Orin, Glenn, and Rael.
Okay.
Maybe we should wait till we're maybe till after the fight to figure out our next job. Like trying to subtly tell Liz to shut up without like outwardly saying that. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I should have gone with Chaps. That's a better name.
Lord.
for
Actually, you should change it to
actually.
chaps. Assless chaps.
So after like about another 15-20 minutes of conversation, you notice that the tavern starts to empty out. Like, people seem to kind of be disappearing, not out onto the street, but like through the back. And it takes a few minutes for y'all to realize that, and just about the time you are seeing it, Boots comes up. Goes, friends, are you ready?
As we'll ever be.
Oh.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Well, follow me. And it's a bit of a walk, so we'll get you there. We'll get everyone, I guess, whatever they do in the back of the, in the dressing room, or whatever they call it for fights.
Green room?
Sure, fits that color.
If while we were sitting there creating chaos,
yeah.
was that enough time to attune 2 items if they require attunement?
The coin does not require attunement. It just has 5 charges in its whole lifetime.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, so they start like leading you down this hallway. It goes down a flight of stairs. You're into the sewer, but it is it's like a sewer made kind of for people to move through. So it has walkways on either side of the little rivulet of disgusting water that's running down the middle. You take a few turns and you feel yourself kind of walking what you would guess is parallel to the shore and up a little bit. So you are going a little, I want to say, northwest, if you're keeping track. Which, for anyone who's lived in the city for any amount of time, would know is heading towards the old city, the city center, where governance and the rich people live, essentially. But you are obviously traveling underneath everything. And after a while, you begin to hear indistinguishable voices coming from up in front of you, and it grows to a din. Just tons of people talking. And you sort of enter an arena, and you're at one side, and you kind of look up and through an open arch into a bowl that is completely full. And just with that glimpse that you catch, you're sort of turned away and led down a back hall and down a little flight of steps and into a holding cell looking place. It is dark. It has a little set of windows up here with bars on it. And Boots goes, "Good luck," and holds the door open for you and sort of bows.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Tomorrow
Don't
be with
lose
you.
me money,
dragons.
though. And also with you. And they just kind of close the door slowly. You're not locked in.
As we were walking, reason that the food of choice is takoyaki, it's very portable. So you're all given like these little like wooden ramekins that have like 8 of these crispy fried balls in them, and then just like small little. I probably like fill up some small water skins with the lemonade, and everybody gains 6 temporary hit points.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank
That's
you.
another monster.
Thank you.
Let me add a 0.
All right, so you all have snacks and hit points and are just sitting in this little like holding cell. And the din of the crowd seems to like continue to grow. And then sort of from like an opposite wall, there's another door and someone else comes in. A very alive, sort of elven-y looking figure with like dark skin and bright eyes and this like very theatrical smile. And they go, "My friends, our challengers, how are you all looking? Well fed, well rested, well hydrated, hopefully." There's some water over there. Anyway, we have a few bouts before you all go on. You know, it's the average thing, slaying a boulette, a horde of gnolls, all that sort of thing. And then you, our challengers, will go on last. Is there something we're calling you all as a unit?
The chaps.
I don't love it. Anyone else?
The
What she said.
assless chaps.
I could make that sound like something. Well,
Nutless peanut butter.
Anyway, the rules are simple. There aren't really that many rules. We ask that you try not to kill anybody, but we have people standing by for that whole thing. It's just, you know, the less magic we use, the more we can do, so... Oh, but you're the last bout. Kill whoever you want. It's fine. We'll call you when we're ready. Oh. Anyway, and they sort of like walk out of the room, just like kind of shaking their head at like the tragic lack of matching in your outfits.
Before they like fully leave, where do we place our bets?
Oh, a little insider trading. I'll send them your way. And they go out of the room, and you hear them call for someone, kind of like as the door begins to swing shut. And just about 2 minutes later, the most average-looking human dude you've ever seen just comes up and is like, "All right, you guys are being bold, betting on yourselves." Kind of looks you up and down. Okay. Good luck with that. How much you betting, and what is it? We take items, we take gold, we take potions, scrolls, anything of actual demonstrable value.
I heard the odds were 10 to 1.
They are indeed 10 to 1 on you guys, yes.
I mean, do we want to put up the potion of animal speaking?
Depends on how much they'd give us for it.
Yeah.
Pull up a table, nerd.
God damn it.
Find your reference materials.
Rain, did you
Well,
wanna
we
put
rack
any-
our brains
Yeah.
for party names.
You've got
Oh,
a
man.
perfect party name. What do you mean, Nat?
Yes.
You know, you're right. You're right. The assless chaps. Yeah.
We could be the lucky chaps.
Get lucky and assless chaps. How much is in my bank, Tris? 40, I think.
40.
Okay. It says per the internet, it's 200 gold.
Hey, yo, put
Well,
that
we
potion
could
on
just
there.
put the potion
Yeah.
up,
Put that
guys.
potion. Yeah.
Put that potion on there.
I can cast that spell if we lose it. Let's go.
Okay.
I don't think we need to be any more gold. I think if we win and walk away with this, that's great. And if we lose, then...
Well,
You know?
I still want to bet something.
Okay.
myself.
You have...
Okay.
Yeah. And you want more gold, too.
After a 20.
Okay.
I'll put down 35.
Hey.
Triss will put
I'm
in
happy with
10.
the potion.
Liz,
Okay,
did
so
you want to...
between-
Liz has no gold.
Well, does Liz want to
That's true.
put in, like, borrow gold? Like...
Yeah, do you want to
would you
owe
like to-
somebody later?
I mean, also, you're going 10 to 1 on a $200 or $200 gold potion.
It's true.
Yeah.
I just want
2
to.
times 10.
You know what?
Here is 5 gold from me as a gift.
5 gold.
I will also. I'll change my bet to 30 and give Liz 5 more.
10 gold.
What the hell? I'll put in 5.
Oh, Lord.
15 gold.
All right.
Oh, you were betting. Okay, 10 gold.
I haven't bet anything yet.
Rain, how much did you put in?
Oh, now I just
One,
lost
now
all
you're
the
at
math.
20. Rain's at 20.
Oh, Rain's at
Gloves
20.
is at 30. Triss is at 10.
Yes.
Liz is at 10.
More is a 5.
Yeah, more is a 5.
Where's your 5? All right. So we have our insider trading happening. Pardon me. So you place your bets, and this guy's just scribbling it down in his little book, and he goes, "Well, best of luck. See if you don't die." And kind of saunters off, and you just hear the light clink of coin as he exits the chamber and goes back to, I assume, some sort of booth. And then you begin to hear the actual fights beginning outside. The clash of hard claws on metal, the roar of animals, the roar of humanoids, just everyone's yelling about something. And then, of course, the deafening sound of the crowd, all the disappointment, all the excitement, and it seems to reach a fever pitch. And for a few moments, it is just the excitement, the yelling of the crowd. And the door in the side of the wall swings open. They go, "Now's your time. Let's go."
Great.
Let's go.
Mage armor.
Yep. Do your shit.
I'm going to use my psychic whispers. So I will reach out to, let's say, Maury and Triss. And for the next 2 hours, we can speak telepathically so long as we're within a mile of each other.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
So that's Triss, Gloves, and Maury.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead. I got 3 things, so.
Okay. Armor of Agathis on myself.
Okay.
Does your AC increase at any point?
Does Armor of Agathis do that for me? I don't think so. It gives me no, I guess I can't stack temp HP, so it doesn't do that actually. But no, it's fine. No, it doesn't change my AC. My AC is still 10.
Okay. Okay, Emboldening Bond on who's gonna be the odd one out? Rain, Maury, and Gloves. And then I'm going to do 2 spells. Sorry. I have to decide which squishy I'm.
So if these are, it would be 1 spell a round. So if anyone has something that's 10 rounds, or make sure to count that down.
Are we starting right now, or is this can we do it right before we go through the door?
You can, but it's there's gonna be an introduction of what's happening, and that will pause the countdown. But if you're doing 3 spells and they're all in action, it would be 3 rounds of you doing spells. If you catch my drift.
Yes.
Because
the first
whatever's
spell
cost.
would-
Yeah.
I'm checking times. Okay, one is an hour, so I'm gonna do the hour one first, and then I will do the 10-minute one right before we go in.
Okay.
And
You're starting to walk in.
Okay, so as we're walking, warding bond on Rain. I will text you what all that does, but at least increase your AC by 1. And Maury, before the fight starts, you get Shield of Faith, which is my concentration one, so plus 2 to your AC.
Shit, thank you.
Welcome.
Anyone else? All right. So as you are sort of shunted through this door into a very, very, very dark arena. Like, you kind of can't see anything. You feel this hard stone beneath your feet, and you just hear a few rocks sort of seem to click away and fall a very long distance. You see a tiny little bead of light in front of you. And as you step through the door, the only other light besides that is this glow that surrounds Mori for a second and then fades away. And the crowd is restless and silent in that way giant crowds are, where you just hear this constant low murmur as the whole arena is dark except for that one little bobbing light in the middle. And then across from you, spotlights begin to come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Illuminating the most D&D party that's ever D&D'd. You are looking at these people across from you, and there is a Kenku who just sort of rolls some fire between their fingers as they are introduced. A ranger, an elven, like slightly blue-skinned ranger, who sort of fires an arrow into the sky, and it explodes into fireworks as it hits sort of the ceiling of this cavern. Next to them is a bugbear who looks at you, Triss, and sort of chuckles as they flex their muscles and roll their shoulders back. Next to them is some sort of sorcerer who, again, just sort of magic between their fingers, and it illuminates their face as they grin at you with sort of mossy-looking teeth. Next to them is a hulking humanoid figure, probably about 7 feet tall. Some of that could be helmet, but you cannot tell anything else about them, as they are mostly covered by a giant shield that is blocking them. All of their names are absolutely blocked from your hearing as the crowd screams and just begins chanting. And then they introduce you. Not much pomp, not much circumstance. And here we have the Aslas chaps.
I love that so much.
May they not die too bloodily. And they give you a few seconds to arrange yourselves. So, as you can see, these people are all spread out. You must stay kind of behind the starting rock. This thing right here. How would you like to be spread out?
I'm real simple. Go ahead and stick me behind that rock as out of view as possible.
Just right there. There you go.
I'll, like, if I can go other side of the rock from where I am.
All the way over here?
Yeah, because I'm assuming we basically have to stay in this kind of like line area, right?
I mean, once it opens up, you can go anywhere. I would like to point out that these are gigantic holes that lead into nothingness, though.
But it's like only 10 feet across, right? Or like that's
Yes,
that's one square, so
Yes, just
Yeah.
making sure that it's
Yeah.
there. All right.
pull me forward as much as I can, or
That's
that you're
pretty good.
willing to be. Okay, yeah.
It's kind of even. Anyway.
I'd like to have a little bit of cover behind the big rock.
All right, we'll let you go to right here, and you can dive 2 spaces forward as soon as you can.
That works. Actually, can you scooch me just a little bit more towards the middle of further away from the chasm into nothingness? Is all. Like,
Fair ask, I think.
Yeah, honestly.
yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay. Anyone want to be closer to the chasm into nothingness?
Can I
Yeah.
like backwards diagonally towards? I think it's gonna be your left, like 10 feet, so 2 squares. Yeah.
Okay. Where are you at, Rain?
I know every spot sounds bad.
Yeah.
God, do I stay next to Gloves or do I stay next to Triss?
Let me make sure none of my stuff actually I need to be closer to people.
Not me counting spell distances right now. Yeah.
I will probably go in front of Mori. And then like one square over. That's good enough. Because I think I can see Buddy all the way on your right side, I guess. Yeah, I could see him from there, right? Roughly.
I'm sorry, I can only do emboldening bond between 2 creatures.
Drop me.
Alright, sorry, Gloves.
All good.
Can folks hear God?
Huh?
We sure can.
Can't hear you, DM.
25 to 20.
Oh.
We didn't even. We didn't even hear roll
shit.
for
Yeah.
initiative.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I had a whole little speech. I'm sorry that I was just.
Oh
being
yeah,
silent.
you were. Yeah, you were
Oh,
totally
yeah,
inaudible.
yeah.
So sorry,
Yeah,
friend.
did not hear anything.
Fuck it, let's go, is what the speech is now.
Valid.
Hey, I'm
All right, so anyone in 25 to 20.
20.
All right.
Dirty 20.
And that'll be 19 to 15.
I got a natural 20, but with my modifier, it makes it a 19.
Okay.
Well, shit.
All right. No one else is in that.
Anyone who is emboldening bond, this technically counts as a turn, so you can roll that d4. So Rain and Mori. This is an ability check.
That is true.
So you can both still be.
Yeah.
On top.
Make that a 22.
Okay.
23.
Oh.
It stays the same.
So it doesn't change
Yeah.
initiative. Excellent. Okay, so then we're down to 15. 14 to 10.
14.
Okay. Uh, 9 to 5.
7!
7.
Yay!
Rollsies, or what's your dex?
Roll ace.
My dex is 12.
Mine's 14.
Oh.
There we go.
What? Wait, no. Are we missing anybody? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just me and my little bad guys.
Well,
Tristan
WWE
Liz
champions.
7. And this person who goes here, so that goes right there. And then, Sorry, just let me organize all my little dudes. And a nice 1 for that last person. And this is how we play the game. And that is. Oops, did that backwards, but that's fine. Count, and who am I missing? Wow, what am I even doing? There we go. That's that one. Okay. So that brings us as kind of the lights come up, and you now see the entire arena. You see these deep crevices that are kind of surrounded by rocks of varying size. One of them jutting deeply into a dais that is in the center. And in the center of that dais, just kind of floating, the thing that you saw as just light is actually a little pixie. And you're looking at this pixie, and it is the piratiest version of a pixie that you've ever seen. It has a pipe sticking out of its mouth. It has an eye patch on. It looks like it's wearing like a bandolier of like grenades. It's missing like one of its pant legs and the opposite sleeve of its shirt. And it just sort of lifts up its eye patch. It has two good eyes, winks at you guys. And at the top of initiative, it is going to go ahead and... let me just fucking see what it wants to do. It is going to fly a little bit this direction. Kind of be right there. No, maybe a little close. No, not that close. Maybe right there. Not quite far enough to get all three of you, but it is going to get two of you. So, Mori and Rain, you are hit as this pixie takes one of these grenades off of its bandolier, just cracks it on the ground, and sort of going directly out from it, there is this cone. And I need you guys to roll against the frightened condition.
Oh, cool. Great.
Sorry.
What is that, a wisdom save?
It is going to be a wisdom save, yes.
Was the pixie described as part of the party, or is the pixie now a wild card?
They were not described at all.
Thank you.
Literally were the light in the center, and now they're just out here doing shit. So wild card is probably a good guess.
Okay, cool.
All right. And what did we roll?
19.
You could roll that d4, by the way, if you need to.
Oh, I might need to.
I'm gonna take a chance.
And then, Rek, you get to add a +1 to your saving throw. Because spell shit.
The 19 saves.
I think that was 11.
That will not save.
Oh,
So what did I say? Fear? Okay, so you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of the fear is within line of sight. And you can't willingly move closer to this pixie, who is now going to kind of scoot its ass back over this way. Maybe like right there. It's just a little guy. He's just living his life. All right. So then I will find these little things, which will bring us to the other person at the top of initiative, which is you already, Rain. So you are frightened and ready to fight.
How the hell do I get rid of this? Okay. Not looking at the pixie, the buddy with the sword and shield, how far away is he?
He is... like 55.
And too far. That. Then I think Rain is going to try to scooch around the rock in front of the pit.
Like this way, yeah?
Yeah. So that goes away from the pixie, but still kind of being like... I mean,
further back?
I was gonna say like still kind of behind the rock. Just in case, so I could have like a little bit of cover.
All right. I think right here you'd still technically be able to see the pixie. If you wanted to break the frightened condition, you could take one more step forward.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up. But once you can't see them, something changes. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. Then I will move up 2 squares just to get away from that.
Yes. You will no longer have disadvantage on your ability checks.
Great.
So, it's a good one. All right. Anything
And
else?
that is, I think that's all I can do here.
Because that was just your movement.
Yeah, because I don't think I can see anybody else from here.
I mean, you can
I don't
dash out into the open and just see what you can see.
Hell no.
All right, fair. All right, so if you're gonna stay back there and that'll be your turn, we'll be on to Mori.
Okay, cool. If you could move me up like 2 squares, a little bit closer to the baddies. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that's where. Yeah. A little, like one. Yeah, a little diagonal. Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
So then that's 5, 10, or 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 40, 45, 50, 55. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. So, I am going to try something. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that these two aren't quite so dexterous. I would like to cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
So that it will catch the sorcerer looking one on the red base and the one in the middle, the bugbear, I think that was.
And you said Dex was gonna be the thing?
Yeah, it's a dexterity save.
Okay. Okay.
Didn't go for the ranger.
So the big boy is going to get a 14
Damn
and
it.
the wizard looking one is going to get an 8.
Okay, the wizard fails. I'll take
Okay.
it. The fighting guy, the big muscle boy, succeeds. So nothing for him. But we've all got advantage on attacks against the wizard now.
Just saw this. Why are these all so terrible? Okay, it's just gonna be this pink one then. So they are fairy fired, even though it says hexed.
Yep.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
I think that's it for me. Actually, could you scooch me so I have more cover behind that big rock? Just like maybe 2 squares, like 10 feet over behind the rock. Yeah.
All right. So you kind of peek out, fairy fire, duck back behind. I also feel like is this my fairy fire square?
It's a 20-foot cube.
Okay. I got one. So that is where if anyone enters, they'll get hit, yeah?
The ones in the middle. Going
Yeah.
more towards the middle of the grouping. Big
So
boy
you're-
who's in the middle.
Oh, this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, this is still one.
Yeah.
All right, that still works. Excellent. All right, so you have a glowing sort of column of energy happening right there, and then we are on to where did I lose my little thing?
And it's like kind of like bioluminescent, kind of sickly green sort of little motes for Mori's fairy fire.
And then we are on to our Kenku friend, who sort of just... It's a little guy who is going to go ahead and let out like a little high-pitched twitter that you all can't really make out the words for, and they are going to bless 3 of their compatriots. Damn it. Sorry, trying to see the distance on bless. And it is. And it's going to be 1, 2, and 3 for the bless. And I just saw this one, so help me. Our bugbear friend, our elven friend, and the Kenku themselves will be lay blessed. All right, so they will then kind of make sure they are as behind that rock as they can be and bend down not actually hiding themselves, but if you can't see them, they might have some cover. And that will be their turn, which brings it to Gloves with 4 bad guys on deck. Gloves.
Deary me. Okie doke. Well, since I don't have to particularly hide anymore, is there any angle by which I can get an attack off on the fairy fired wizard? Like, if I were to come around the rock toward the pixie, is that rock that they're behind, is that short enough for me to have LOS? Or
I would say so. They didn't do anything to really try and hide, so yeah, you would be able to, if you like come around here, you would be able to see them and hit
that
them.
is exactly what I'd like to do.
All right, so you slide underneath the pixie, who just sort of like twitters angrily, and you are able to shoot at the fairy fired character.
I will coalesce one of my psychic blades in my hand, and I will throw it 60 feet. And this is at advantage, right? Because he's fairy fired?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wonderful. We'll go with the 17 on the die, so that is a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Wonderful. I had advantage on this attack thanks to the fairy fire, so I get sneak attack.
Hell yeah, you do.
I need more D6s. Yeah, as soon as you did fairy fire, I was like, well, my plan's totally different now.
We got a rogue in this party. I gotta finally use this spell. Come on.
We sure do. So that is 13 points of damage on the first attack.
All right, so shit. Oh, my buttons.
And then, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and press the advantage while we have it before he fuck arounds and cast Dispel Magic or something weird. So with the bonus action, the free hand is gonna kind of slide up the same hand that threw the first psychic blade, and a smaller blade is gonna follow after it.
All right.
As I will make an attack with my bonus action as well. That is a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
It's only a D4 for the secondary. But that is a 4, so that is 7 points of psychic damage.
All right, and it was 13 the first one?
13 was the first one, yeah. Total of 20.
Okay. Person. Ooh, sorry, let me get the right guy. With my dying little thing. All right. So, they sort of take all this damage, and just this sort of black energy sort of bubbles out from their chest, and they are looking extremely rough, but are still standing.
Okay. That's my action, bonus action, and movement. That's all I got.
All right. Which will bring us to somebody's. Once I... Sorry, I did a fine thing and then I did a bad thing. And now it's a whole mess. That's what I get for trying to use a computer at any point in my life. There we go. Sorry.
Good.
What's that one? Okay. So that was Gloves. And then we have a very rough looking person that you just hit directly up behind you. If I knew how to do this. Why would I use a computer? All right, so they're sort of clutching this area of their chest that seems to almost be leaking dark energy as they sort of look at you in the front right there, Gloves, and are going to go ahead and look at you and begin to roll almost what looks like a dice between their hands and kind of throw it at you, and just in a moment you kind of feel this tickle at the back of your head, and I am going to need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okie doke. I have advantage against this because it is a spell, presumably.
Yes.
Thank God for that. First one was a 2. Second one was a 5. So not great either way, but that is 6.
So, this tickle that's kind of going up the back of your neck sort of seems to grab your chest, and you double over in laughter as Tasha's hideous laughter takes over your body, and you just begin to laugh uncontrollably, and you fall prone, becoming incapacitated.
Which is extra disturbing because you've never heard Gloves laugh before, and it just starts cackling. Sounds like he's choking. Doesn't sound right.
Something's wrong with Gloves.
Something is definitely wrong with Gloves.
Some weird magic shit, I think.
All right. And as they sort of let that sit, they are going to then go ahead and crouch down behind this rock, so that now at this point you can pretty much only see their head and a little bit of their shoulders over it, so you would have a harder time hitting them. Still hittable if you really want to try. And I think here's what they're gonna do. They're gonna take one step out this way and then crouch down behind this rock, just outside the fairy fire.
It still affects them. I double checked the spell. It's not an area of effect.
Oh, okay.
It's just like can affect people within
It
that
comes
space,
down
and
one
it's just like a
time.
one thing. But it just stays on the people that were there when the spell was initially cast.
Okay. She will still
So
step
as
outside
this
it.
person moves around, it'll stay on them. But it's not something that like someone else could walk into the space and it'll affect them. It's
Okay.
just a one-off.
Excellent. Well, she is still crouching down behind that, and now slightly outside of the glow of the fairy fire, though it is illuminating the top of her head in a hideous manner. Gloves is down on the ground, and then we are coming up to Lizarath with a person between...
Should be Tris.
Oh, okay. So then it'll be
Do you want to go
Triss.
first?
Right, because it was 7 and 7. That's
Yeah.
right. So you're
Yeah,
the same.
yeah.
There's 3 7s happening, so you all can go first.
Oh, dang.
Oh boy, oh boy. Could you show me what because I'm having a really hard time reading the squares and the perception. Can you show me what 60 feet looks like?
60 feet. Okie dokie. That's 120, right? That's 100. So 60 feet is going to be... Where are you? Over here. Essentially that.
Okay. I would like to move forward. I think I could do it in 20 feet. And I want to get... Yeah. That way?
Right?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
And then can I get where the rogue originally was? Can I get that spot?
The... Whomst? We have
That-
this lady?
Yes.
Okay. So that would be sorcerer and...
Can I get...
Yes?
Okay, so 60 feet is to the left of where they were, so within the fairy fire?
You can...
The fairy fire is not. It doesn't stay on the board.
Okay.
It is only on the
Okay, that's
sorcerer
fine.
now. Yeah. Yeah.
But-
it is
yeah.
only affecting the sorcerer.
But 60 feet is that square, correct?
Yes, you can hit that person if that was the question.
Spiritual weapon right there.
Okay, so you want a spiritual weapon just to spawn next to them?
Yes.
Sorry. We'll use this guy. It's a spiritual. Oopsie. He's a spiritual weapon.
Yay!
All right.
And I would like to lay bonk.
Okay. And it will be a normal roll since the spiritual weapon can see them.
Yes. My string went away. I rolled a 17, and I believe my spellcasting modifier is a 5. So a 22.
That will hit, yeah.
Fantastic. Yes, I did not lie. All those things are correct. Okay, that is 6 plus 3, so 9 points of force damage.
So your spiritual weapon comes down directly on top of this fragile caster's head, and it just sort of takes off the side of their cheek, and they hit the ground extremely hard, and are unconscious.
Yay! Okay, since I used 20 feet of movement, I thought I was gonna have to do a second thing separate. Shoot, just throw a sacred flame at the person right directly in front of me. Just kind of panicky.
All
Like
right,
a pixie.
so this guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't want to get the pixie just yet, because one, I don't want to focus their ire, and I'm really hoping the pixie will start attacking them too.
Sure.
So I want to get the people who are guaranteed hitting us first.
Makes sense.
They need to make a dexterity saving throw of 13, please.
Okie dokie.
They're big and bulky. They don't look like dexterous. I could be really wrong.
Well, now I rolled a 3, so it kind of doesn't matter.
Yay!
And Sacred Flame?
That is 3 points of radiant.
Okay. 3 damage.
And then she will use her remaining 10 feet to back away.
Just straight back?
The diagonal, trying to, like, skirting between the two. Yeah. The other way, where she came from.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, so you have finished your turn, and then... Okay, where are we? And then we are going to Lizarath.
Okay. I basically want to run up to the edge and pole vault across with my spear.
Looks like, yep.
Yep.
All right. Roll me an athletics check. Just to check it out.
14.
14. All right, you land gracefully enough and can continue your movement, if you would like.
I think I would only have 5 feet left, so move me. I'll take 1 step closer, and then that me. So okay, I'll pull out my javelin and shoot at that one.
All right, so you are going to go ahead and shoot at him. And what is your attack roll?
It's an 18 to hit.
18 will hit as he raises his shield, and it goes just under and catches him in the side.
And that'll be 6 points of piercing damage.
Okie dokie. Anything else with your turn?
Oh, let's see. No, that's it.
I missed somebody's turn. It's on me. All right, so then just as you throw this javelin, you hear the Sorry, trying to do just a little bit of math, and it is... That's plenty. You hear the twang of a bowstring as this Elven Ranger right here is going to release 2 arrows at... They will take a few steps this way. Okay. They will take a few steps that way, and they will release 2 arrows at Triss. Yes, that is what I'm doing. Okay. So they are going to shoot their arrows. And the first one is going to be 21 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
All right, and the second one is going to be 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, and then I need some d8s. 1 d8. Where's another d8? That one. Oh. Okay. So it will be 1 d8. 14, 18 points of piercing damage from the 2 arrows as they pierce you.
Could you do 2 separate ones, because I'm about to roll concentration.
All right, so it's I rolled 7 on both of the dice, so 7, 8, 9 points of damage per arrow.
Don't forget to subtract from your temp HP first.
Got that? Okay, I made the first one. Yeah. Ooh, okay, yeah, I made the second one. So, concentration's still up.
So still concentrating. All right, and they used what? Sorry, gotta check their movement. It will take 2 squares back this way to the edge of the board. You probably can't even see them anymore because they're hiding so good. But yes, so they are at the back right now, and that, I think, is going to be their turn, bringing us to our blessed hobgoblin. Correct? Liz and Triss both went.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Making sure. All right. Ooh, I definitely messed that up. Whoopsie. They are going to go ahead and they're going to run just full bore directly into your face right over here. That'll be you, Liz. And are going to swing their weapon directly at your person. Which won't hit. That's 11 to hit.
They just clang into my shield.
Okay. That's a guy who attacked you, and as they clang directly into your shield, their arms sort of start to do that like vibrating, cartoony like backlog thing, and that will be their whole turn as they moved all the way to you and attacked you. Which brings us back to the top.
Oh, actually. As a reaction, whenever they're within 10 feet of me, I'm going to take an opportunity attack.
So
Yeah.
It's only going to be a 10 to hit, though.
And as you raise the butt of your spear to try and hit them, it just catches the edge of their massive weapon, and no one really did much that interaction.
Nice.
All right. I don't know what this is doing. So then we are back at the top of initiative, and this fairy that is just sitting next to you, Gloves, is going to still with like a little cigar hanging out of his mouth and the bandolier of various bombs across it, is going to reach out and put their tiny little pixie hand on you. And they're going to start casting something. Will you let them cast something upon you?
I'm gonna look at the pixie and I will say in Sylvan, because that is a language I speak, you gonna fuck me?
He sort of laughs and he's like, maybe if you buy me a drink first.
I'll let it
You
happen.
walked into that one.
All right. He casts haste on you.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
So you are hasted, having a grand old time, as you just kind of feel a surge of energy run through you. These are super. Okay, we'll just do this one. Boop. And then the pixie is going to go ahead and move away and just kind of tuck itself back behind the rock over here. And that brings us to Rain with Mori on deck.
I want to move to the square where how do I describe this? The square where the circle is like on it on the other side of the rock.
Over here?
I'm making like a L shape coming down
You want to go back behind it or up in front?
in front of it.
Okay. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Swoop. So you sprint in front of this rock and...
Trying to see how much distance I have between myself and the person that Liz is fighting.
Right over here. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45.
40 feet, 45 feet. Cool. I'm gonna magic missile
Okay.
Hmm.
Nice.
at second level. And I'm gonna send 2 darts to Liz's target
Okay.
and 2 darts to whichever fucker that was that shot the bow at Triss.
All right. The one in back. Magic missile's like 120, right?
Yeah, 120 feet.
Fucking-
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Up
Go ahead.
range.
Alright, so the 2 darts for Liz. Or Liz's target. Okay. 8 points to that guy.
All right. So they sort of get blasted and almost get taken off their feet and are sort of just grasping like the burnt side of their chest from that energy and are breathing heavily. They are looking extremely, extremely rough.
And then the last 2 darts deal 6 points to the other target.
All right. Oops, wrong button. And that was... Oops.
The bow and arrow motherfucker.
Yeah. All right. And you said how much?
6.
6. Okay, excellent. They just sort of take it and turn their head and look at you with like a very wry smile, like they're coming for you next. Anything else?
I think that was all my movement. Yeah, that's it.
All right. And so then we have Mori with a bad guy on deck.
All right. I'm gonna scoot. I do the same thing I did last time. Just scooch on over like 10 feet, just so that I have line of sight on the ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I would love to cast Hex on them.
All right, and that's another 120-foot one.
Yeah, or it's a 90-foot, but they're within range.
Yeah.
And we'll give them disadvantage on dexterity checks, I guess.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast that ranger also.
Rude, but okay. Go ahead.
They shot my friend! That was rude of them!
Yeah, they did.
Does a 17 hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Hell yeah. Okay. So that's the d6 for Hex plus that. Yeah, that could have been better. That is 8 points of damage.
Okay.
One of which is necrotic, if you need to know that.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
But that, and then I'll scoot back behind the rock.
Right back behind the rock. There you
Yup.
are. All right.
And that's it
that'll-
for me.
That'll bring us to this acolyte right here, who is going to go ahead and they're concentrating on bless. They are. They will cure wounds on the archer. Ugh.
Rude.
Are they within touching distance?
God damn it, the other one.
Healing word.
Healing word.
Healing word.
Yeah.
Also, still rude.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah, it's a 60-foot range on healing word. Yeah. I'm sorry to report.
Yeah.
I wish I had better news from the front.
Yeah.
What is this useless little fella?
What
He's
if
just a
healing
little
word
guy.
had one range for us and a different range for baddies?
Mm.
Yeah.
That's good game design.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Excellent.
Oh, I just also don't want them that close together. That's terrible. That's a terrible call.
I mean, if you could lump them all close together, that would be cool, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be
wouldn't it
amazing.
though?
That would be
If
real
you could
cool.
like just arrange them in a ball-like pattern,
That
perhaps
would
a
be real
fireball.
convenient. Yeah.
That would,
that-
yeah.
If everyone
Just
could just
to-
budge into within 30 feet of each.
That would be
Okay,
really helpful.
so the Kenku is going to curse under their breath in several different languages and several different voices, peek out from behind this rock, and just do that. And go ahead and Sacred Flame Liz. Yeah, sure.
Rude.
Whatever. Okay. So that's going to be a dexterity saving throw. Two?
Two.
Oh,
Finally, Sacred Flame does something.
Ouch.
What am I doing? 1d8.
yeah, radiant, yeah.
1 point of radiant damage in your face. And the Kenku will continue to swear and then just kind of tuck themselves as behind this rock as they can be, hoping to procure themselves 3/4
I just feel like a bright light showed up in front of Liz's eyes and she just sneezed and gave herself a headache.
Right. All right, and then we have. I feel like I definitely got those two backwards. But this guy right here is going to go ahead and start. Okay. Okay, they are going to come right on down here and try their best to just murder you. Yeah, and they are swinging their gigantic sword situation with advantage as they exploit an opening. Oh, so 18 plus some stuff to hit. 18 plus 4. 22 to hit. Liz.
At Liz? Yeah, that hits.
All right, so they are going to go ahead and they're going to roll that one. Where's my fucking dice? This. And then they're going to roll another one of those. Sorry, let me read one more thing and then I'm totally finishing this. Okay, they are going to running. I'm changing it. It's not chess, I'm changing it. All right. So they are going to run forward and try and bash you with their shield. And they have now hit you with it for whatever the fuck they hit you with. It's still at advantage. And can you roll me a strength saving throw?
Absolutely.
Oh shit, and I got double 5s on the dice. Look at that.
If
That's a
you push her
22.
into the chasm,
Well, I tried to push her into the chasm. So you are able to save as you just plant your feet and throw up your shield, but you are still going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage. And all right. And so that is yeah, that's their turn. Which brings us to Gloves with the bad guy on deck.
Gloves is going to move down and behind that large sword feller that just attacked my friend.
Okay.
So, like, on the other side of him.
Up on the dice
Yeah.
and there.
Actually, 2 more. Like, I want to be, like, model to model behind him. Perfect.
Okay.
Then, yeah, slide in like that.
Yeah.
Psychic Blade in hand. Do I get a flanking bonus? Not that it matters for the purposes of sneak attack. I just want to know if I have advantage.
I mean, if you already have like your sneak attack advantage, is there something else mechanical that is happening?
Do I have sneak attack advantage?
Sure.
I wasn't like hidden, so.
I mean,
you have an ally within 5 feet of his
Right,
enemies
yeah.
anyway, so you have sneak attack.
They're
Yeah.
distracting,
I've definitely got the sneak attack. I was just curious if I could roll twice, try and fish for a crit, but
in
I
this
will
economy.
just take the hit. Honestly, that is a 24 to hit.
That'll hit, and you were going for sword guy or blessed guy?
Have either one of them been hit?
They both are injured.
Then I will go for whoever looks rougher. At a quick glance.
Alright, it'll be the hobgoblin as you kind of try and slide in behind and stab the blessed creature.
Fantastic. Ooh, okay. So that is a total of 13 damage on the first one.
As you stab this phantom blade in, they sort of look shocked for a moment and then topple sideways into this chasm as the knife leaves their side.
Oh, that guy's dead. And then Gloves will turn and with my hasted action will throw. Oh, I've totally forgot to mention. I was too focused on stabbing. But like as this haste sort of like seeps into Gloves, they begin moving so fast that it's almost like his legs disappear and he looks like a snake just darting along the ground, like as he gets lower. And you hear this like rattling snake-like sound as he reappears and then stabs with the psychic blade. Then I will throw another psychic blade to that ranger down there because you got healed and I need that to not be a thing.
Alright.
I've already had sneak attack for this round. That is a natural 20 though, which is a little disappointing because I've used sneak attack, but we'll take it.
Still a crit. Still a crit.
Still a crit. We'll take it. We'll
Okay,
take it.
check something real quick. I have
Sure.
messed some stuff up on this fucking board. Let me
Take
tell
it.
you what. This guy. Yeah, just go ahead. Just hit him.
Okay. So that is 12 points of psychic damage.
All right.
And then, lastly but not leastly, since when does a rogue get this many attacks? I am going to use my bonus action to make my offhand attack with a psychic blade. This is only for a d4 of damage, not a d6. That probably doesn't even hit. This is toward the ranger with a 12.
All right. So between the two shots at the ranger, it took them out. Sorry,
Gotcha.
I was doing math. But between them, it hit them, and they are now sort of falling backwards off the map into the circular wall that is at the edge. And they seem to almost fall through it and disappear from the field.
Fantastic. And just to, let's see, that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Just to free up Liz's options, I'm going to use the rest of my movement to start making my way toward the person behind the rock.
All right. This person will take an opportunity attack on you, though. I don't even fucking know.
That's teamwork.
All right. So they will sort of swing their sword out in an arcing fashion and go ahead and try and hit you.
Go for it.
A dirty 20 to hit.
That does hit.
All right. For just 4 points, right? Yes, 4 points of slashing damage.
Go. All right. It's got no reaction, Liz. You can do things however you want. And yeah, I'm just going to. I moved 35 to get to where I was. So I still have 25 movement since my speed is doubled from haste, and just as close as I can get to that person behind the rock.
This one?
Yep.
So you are now aligned with them.
Sick. And once again, just like slithering away, moving so fast that the feet are a blur. And that is Gloves' turn.
All right, so there went Gloves, and now we have. I definitely messed up this order. I feel like this person's dead. That's fine. Whatever. It is going to be Lizarath now. Or Triss first? Triss before Lizarath,
Triss.
right? Okay,
Yeah,
Triss,
she's got-
then Lizarath.
Oh,
There we go.
boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, first action. How's the person fighting Liz? Are they looking hurt? They looking fine?
The best looking combatant on the field that isn't one of you.
Okay. I'm gonna have the spiritual weapon move 20 feet towards the Kenku cleric. Yep. Just helping out. Gloves getting to them. And then... Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What do I have for my actions? And Liz, you're looking okay, right? You're not too badly hurt?
Yeah, I'm good.
Is anyone else hurt?
Mm-mm.
All right. Just kind of shrugging. Sacred Flame at the guy that Liz is fighting.
All right. That's a saving throw of what now?
Dexterity saving throw of 13, please.
Oh, sure. Oh, well, I rolled a natural one, so there's that.
Hey! It is 6 points of sacred flame damage.
Okay, that's fine.
And then I am going to move 20 feet towards the middle. Yeah, make my way towards the action.
Okay. You're there. You've bloodied this person very badly.
No hard feelings. This is fun.
They are snarling at you, just very ferally. Anything else?
It is Triss.
All right. And Lizarath.
Well, I'm gonna Okay,
Get away
I'm
from
going
that
to
ledge. You're so close.
I'm gonna like just kind of circle around this guy.
Dun, dun,
And then I will I'll hit, or I'll try to hit.
At 8. Oopsie.
It's only a 12 to hit.
That will not hit.
Yeah. Bonus action, gonna try to hit with the blunt side. Dice have not been doing well tonight.
Okay.
That's a 16 to hit.
I am going to use my reaction to make it not hit.
Damn it.
Using some sort of
Do they
shield
have a
thing.
reaction?
Oh,
They
no,
didn't
because
Oh,
attack
they don't have a
opportunity.
reaction.
Never mind.
Yeah, gloves. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So that hits.
Yes, yeah.
Ooh, that's 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right, as you just cleave into them, they are looking extremely rough. Okay. And will that be your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Which will bring us to that will bring us back to the top, because I have not erased all the people that I needed to erase. Which is going to go ahead, and this pixie that is still flying around is going to do something probably worse than usual. What do I have? I'm just looking at stuff. Not that one. Is this what I wanted? Okay. Sorry. Oh, okay. Sorry. Just reading stuff. Just looking at things. Just trying to do some stuff.
I'm just loving this image of this like pirate pixie with a big ol' stogie just throwing grenade sparkly bombs on the field.
Honestly, like a pirate who's like super into explosions, like feel like that's like a little bit my pee theft, honestly.
You
Like here for it, love it.
All
Slowly
right.
archives my artillerist.
So they are going to kind of look over the field. No, I don't think they can do much to help these, Sorry, just looking at my shit that I picked out. What's this do? Nothing. That's not
Good
helpful.
song.
That's not great either. What's this one? No, that's not super great.
It's a real good song.
Yeah, like it keeps getting better the more I sing it. Okay, so let's try to do like math and things. They are going to cackle madly, fly directly in front of you two.
Terrified of this pixie.
The pixie's a real winner.
And
Like I succeeded on the fright, like on like the fear condition saving throw, and yet I, Natalie, am still terrified of this pixie.
well, yeah, and I'm going to need both of y'all to make me a strength saving throw.
Okay, you still
Oh,
have
no.
No.
Nat, you still have emboldening bond.
Thank you for reminding me. Oh my god. Oh boy. I am not strong.
Not strong.
That's a big ol' 11.
No, okay, that's a number that you have.
Uh-huh. Yep.
All right.
It's been nice knowing y'all.
Hold on.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
I got a thing. I think I got a thing.
Well, at the top, the guy did say, where'd it go? Yeah, something, yeah, try not to kill anybody, but we have people standing by for that.
Yeah.
So, like, here's
Alright.
hoping if I fall to my death.
I rolled a 12. However, you know, so I'm just gonna add the bonus. It doesn't say if I. Yeah, I can fortune of the many. So number of allies I can see. I can see Mori. I've got eyes on Liz, and I can see gloves. So I get to add 3. So 15.
Yeah. So as this wind buffets the two of you,
Oh no.
Mori just fucking disappears
God bless you.
directly into this crevasse, and you just hear the scream of Mori fade slowly, and
He was a good wolf.
Triss is just kind of standing there. You look behind you. The pixie laughs and moves like 10 feet
Vanessa,
this way.
yeah, okay, all right.
Hey, GM. I have
What?
a question for
Yes.
you, buddy, old pal, old friend. That wouldn't have happened to have been the spell Gust of Wind, would it?
Yeah, in so many words.
Okay, so you all see gloves slow to a crawl because Gust of Wind is a concentration spell, so haste fades.
Oh shit!
No!
I'm lethargic. I mean, to be fair,
shit.
I did just
You did just
kill
wreck.
2 people.
Yeah, you
in
just-
my
you did
last
just wreck
turn,
shop, yeah.
So it's just pretty
Mhm.
fair trade.
Yep.
Glad someone knows what's going on. in
Okay,
this game.
Rain also, Emboldening Bond drops off of you because, yeah, it definitely would have dropped off of Mori, and yeah.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to move my hex. Nah, well, it would have been gone anyways.
It's just fell in a little hole. Okay, so where are we at? The pixie just went? Was that only the pixie?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
So that'll bring us to Rain's turn.
Okay. Does that mean that the pixie's somewhere in my vision now?
Yeah, they're running around doing pixie stuff. They're behind you.
So I'm still like frightened because it's in my line of sight.
Oh, yeah, now that it's in your line of sight. No, because frightened is also concentration, yeah?
What was
Oh.
the...
Depends on the source of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it depends.
You
Oh,
threw
no,
a
that was
grenade on my
a...
face.
That was
It was a magic item. that
Yeah.
you used for
I think you could
that.
still move towards gloves, because... Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that
yeah, you
that
could-
is not closer to the
Yeah.
pixie. that
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
correct.
Like, you can go
That'd be a
forward for
lateral
sure.
move, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like because it's line of sight, it's disadvantage again.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, for that.
Yeah.
True.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Proceeding anyways.
Saving throw spells?
I'm gonna move 30 feet to put myself in front of gloves.
It's like right there?
Yeah, because that's like all my movement.
Mhm.
Sorry, gloves.
Yes.
You're all good. I'm not doing anything on my turn.
I mean,
True.
hey,
Taking a nap.
You think you've earned it, really. You wrecked.
yeah.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
did.
true.
I am going to use Thunder Wave
Okay.
on this motherfucker, and they have to make a Constitution save.
Yes.
Ooh, 15 on the die.
Damn.
Still
That's
half
weird.
damage.
Yeah.
Which means they will have to make a concentration check.
Mm-hmm.
It is half damage. Oh, let me make sure I got the right one on here. Okay. So 2d8 thunder damage. So they take 4 points.
All right. So you hit them with Thunderwave. Does Thunderwave push back at all?
Not since you succeeded.
Okay.
Yeah, you
cool.
succeeded. Yeah.
All right. So you said 4 points of damage.
Yeah, and if there's any like items in that 15-foot cube, those get pushed back.
Not really. You blast a few little bits of shale off one of the rocks, but otherwise it is just a slightly harassed-looking Kenku in front of you.
Okay.
Concentration check.
For the Kenku?
Sure.
Yeah.
15 on the die.
Damn.
Damn it.
RP.
Also, that lets off a loud ass boom.
Yeah.
Hopefully that intimidates this fucking cleric. Anyways, that's all I got.
All right. As your turn ends, we find ourselves with Mori, who is falling down this black abyss.
I can't wild shape into anything with the flying speed yet. Bye!
Bye forever. Yeah, you kind of
Damn.
hear this loud boom above you, and then you hit a surprisingly soft surface. And a door sort of opens. Goes, come on.
Okay.
And you enter a room that is well lit, where people are being treated for their injuries.
Oh. Okay.
And
cool.
you see the people that you have sundered in the arena, bloody lips,
hey!
little hurt arms being healed, and they sort of good game.
Good game.
And with that, we go right back up to the top, where we have this Kenku who has just been hit by rain. Oopsie. Who is going to go ahead and Sorry, just checking something. Checking that. No one's all that hurt. Fuck you guys. Going to...
I mean, Triss is probably the most injured on the battlefield.
Yeah, but it's... You're not anywhere near them, so why would they do that? They are going...
Closer.
They're going to just run at Rain at this point in a little bit of a show of desperation and try and hit you with their staff.
Do it.
And just absolutely fucking whiff it. But now they are in your face. They're fairly bloodied and
Cool. I'll just say
cleric on the field. Yeah, like they're a little soft guy and now we're terrified.
It's just like, you made a mistake.
Yes, mistakes were made. But that will bring us to Gloves, who is lethargic for a turn? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, Gloves is just sort of like keeled over, and Rain, you can definitely hear Gloves just go, fuck.
Which will bring us straight to Lizarath.
Triss!
Not Triss?
Triss. They're backwards in order, sorry.
For bonus action, spiritual weapon scoots on up to be right next to the Kenku and would like to whack the Kenku.
Okay.
Ooh, natural one. So, like, completely misses.
The Kenku lets out a huge sigh of relief as it just misses them by inches.
Are they in my line of sight? I can move closer if they're not.
You could take like a step forward and have like a full clear line of sight on them.
I would like to do that, please.
Boop. Kind of diagonal.
Hello, Sir Pirate Faye. I hope you're having an enjoyable evening. Timora's blessing upon you. Sacred Flame at the Kenku.
All right, and that is a saving throw.
Dexterity of 13.
That's a 19 on the die.
Okay. That is... I will stay... Well, I'll do one step closer to the rock. I'm... The other
This rock?
The other rock. Because I'm getting farther away from Liz. So if this pixie decides to AoE us...
Okay.
I don't think I went far enough, but there was an attempt made. Actually, can I get on without leaving? You know what? Screw it. As far as I can get diagonally to the other side of that rock.
I think you got 2 more squares.
No, on the other side, getting closer to the cleric. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, 2 more squares.
Dude.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Which will bring us to where are we at? That's gonna be Liz this time.
I'm gonna try to hit this guy again.
No, okay.
I won't. So I'll try to bonus action hit this guy.
Okay.
16.
All right. What's the damage?
Four points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. As you stab out with the point of your spear and miss, it sort of lets out like a laugh through a little bit of like foam of blood, and then you just bring up the butt of your weapon and crack it right across their jaw, and their feet leave the ground as they hit and roll and are also KO'd. Anything else on your turn?
Good job, Liz.
Yeah, I'll move. I'll take my movement and head towards the Kenku.
All right.
Maybe not right in front of that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that is back at the top of initiative with this pixie who is lighting another cigarette and looking rather bored at this point in the production, and decides, wait, what's the one that I need? And decides to go ahead and cast web on the 3 of you that are standing here. Which is, I'm not going to put that down there. It is going to be this thing, and you need to do a dexterity saving throw.
And I'm at disadvantage.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You get to add 1 because you still have warding bod.
Okay.
I feel like it's at the start of y'all's turn anyway, so.
Oh.
True.
So save them. But it is Rain's roll first, so at the start of your turn, if you could roll me that dex, or whatever dex you just rolled.
Is it when you try to move, or
Just when you start your turn.
It's when you start.
Yeah. See if you're straight.
Dex save.
Mm-hmm.
11.
That will not work, and you will be enwebbed, which means you cannot move.
I can't move, but can I attack?
Yeah, you can attack.
Excellent. That's all I need. Rain is like not even focused on the web. They're just looking at this cleric, kind of just like staring him down, and just begins to draw their blade at their side.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll try to hit them with that.
Oh, okay.
I guess my attack rolls are also at disadvantage.
No, because they just cast web, so... Nope, never mind. Yes, they are at disadvantage, sorry.
Okay. I got the same thing twice. That would be... Wait, that'd be a 15 unless I can add the 1.
That'll hit.
Oh, it'll hit?
Yeah.
Excellent. Booming blade.
Okay.
So let me roll damage on the hit for the blade first. Does 5 points of slashing.
Yeah, as you kind of slash upward, how would you like to dispatch this Kenku?
Nice.
I'm still gonna use the booming blade at the same time.
Right.
So as like the blade was drawn, there's like this current of electricity on it from my own spell casting, and I just diagonally slice across them, still staring them down, and just cut them down where they stand.
As you cut across them, and this intense wave of energy just blasts through their body, they are lifted bodily from the ground and sort of blasted backwards and fall into the chasm behind them, leaving no one but you all and the pixie on the field. And the pixie lets out like a very like smoker's laugh and just sort of takes off directly up and just leaves the arena. As the crowd erupts, seeing the champions fall for the first time in a very, very long time. They begin chanting, "Chaps! Slash chaps!" It echoes around the arena in just a cry of triumph. And the sort of spotlight comes down and shines on all of you as you are coming together in victory. Mori, down below the arena, you see the Kenku sort of flop onto the ground and bounce, and you begin to hear this chant. And you know, your team won.
Holy shit! What? Holy shit! Okay. I mean,
I need to go back to the post office.
And that is where we'll end tonight, on a return quest to the post office. But yeah, you guys cleared the arena. You won.
Hell yeah.
10-1 odds.
Hell yeah.
That's the sign of a crowd. But yeah, thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for fighting things. What do I have to do? We'll go all around and say who we are as people on the internet. I'm looking at the wrong screen anyway, so we'll go ahead and start with D.
Hello, my lovely creatures of the dark. My name is D, aka It's the Riddler, aka Lady Love Dies, aka Dr. Doom Jazz. I am a voice actor, streamer, musician, professional GM all across the internet, and I'm getting married next week. That's my only announcement. I'm marrying my beautiful wife, and that's all I'm really worried about right now. So thanks for joining us.
Just as wedding bells play in the distance, we'll go on and Nat.
Oh, hi. Hello. I'm Natalie, or Nat, Shield Maiden, or Shield Maiden cosplay across all platforms. That's Shield spelled with 2 I's. That's mostly where you can find me. I have some occasional cosplay stuff that I'm posting. Gonna try to put some other more Halloween-y, spooky kind of things within the near future, but we'll see what happens.
All right. And around the corner to Rec.
Oh, hi, yes, hello. It's me, Rec1568, on the internet and places. Trying to do more blue sky things because Twitter's a shithole. But no announcements for me. I'm just trying to relax.
Solid. I'm looking at this now. Go, Dr. Psychowl.
Oh, hey, that's me. Hi, I'm Jess or Jessica. You can find me on the things and the stuff as Dr. Psychowl, except for on that Twitter place where I'm Dr. Psychowl TV. Just did some competing in some cosplay things. But yeah.
And some winning in some cosplay things.
Yes. And yeah, I'll probably be doing some more stuff eventually, but I'll take it a little easy for at least a couple of weekends. But yeah, that's me.
Oh, Amber.
Hi, I'm Amber, or Bedoni Italic, across all the things and the places and the such and the whatnots. I'm kind of in quiet mode, and I'll probably continue to be in quiet mode because Dragon Age is coming out soon, so that's my new hyper focus. Hoping to be building something or creating something after that, or at least posting what I've been working on. Until then, if you want book recs, especially queer book recs, come hit me up. I love to yell about what I'm currently reading. And yeah, that's what I got. Kai, what'd you win this past weekend?
Oh, I also was doing the cosplay competition, and I got a judge's choice. So you can see that, very totally not bondagey costume on Instagram or wherever. It's kind of look creative, other things and the stuff. And I have been your GM tonight. Didn't even kill anybody. I'm so magnanimous. But yeah, that's what we got. Are we raiding somebody?
We are. We are going to go raid Exquisite Corpse Presents, and I can't see what they're doing. It's so hard on my phone, guys. I need to get my laptop fixed.
That's fair. Well, we are raiding Exquisite Corpse. We'll go over there, show them some love, and let's thank you for checking us out. Tune in.